Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cathy of Cathy's Cash and Coin. I'm a single mom with 3 daughters. Although my oldest is now married and out of the house, my middle daughter is a college student away at school for her 3rd year, and then I have my youngest that lives here with me in our home. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. Today we are going to budget paycheck number 2 of April. I actually have my daughter coming in this weekend, so I'm hoping I can get this up by April 30th. That is my plan. We will see, but I need to at least get it budgeted and get the envelope stuffed before she comes in town, because we're going to have a lot of family time this weekend and I'm super excited about that. So thank you for being here, and we are going to go ahead and get right into this. So I get paid bi-weekly. I do work for the post office. I've worked for the post office for over 26 years, so a very long time. And this paycheck had a little itty bitty amount of overtime on it. And so this paycheck is going to have, or is $2,038. That is the only income that I rely on. I did have a comment on my budget with me that I did for the first paycheck of April, because I do not include child support in here. I actually use child support for savings challenges. I think it's more of a, maybe even a PTSD thing, that I do not like to rely on the child support to pay my bills. It totals about $650 a month, and that is for 2 kids. That actually includes Helena, my middle daughter, and it's for Audie. At least for now, Helena is included in that total. So if anyone really believes that $650 can cover the care and support of 2 kids, please show me how to do it. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. So I do not include the child support in here just because I do not want to rely on it. I've had times in the past where I relied on it and it didn't come through, and I was in deep trouble not being able to pay my bills. So I am just using my income to cover all the bills and expenses. If it makes it easier for people to see where I put the child support, we can just pretend that I take $650 out of this and I use that for savings challenges and add the $650 in here. I'm very open and honest about my budget and what I tell you guys and share with you guys. And I appreciate so much all the wonderful suggestions, and I will talk about some of those maybe more in my next budget with me. Will be a bigger show of things that I have done to help my budget. But anyway, we're going to move on to debts. So I am going to make a debt payment, and I'm not exactly sure which payment, where it is going to go, but I am going to put $250 towards debt. I have spent hours and hours on the phone with Capital One mainly, to try and reduce some of my interest, at least for a time period, so I can try and get caught up with those. I will have a debt update video. My goal is to have that up by the end of May. So no matter what the numbers are, you guys will see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, but we're going to add $250. I might actually take that out in cash and add it to the cash that I have saved for debt at this moment, just because I'm trying still to work with these companies so that I can really get on top of it. Some of my interest rates are absolutely ridiculous. So like I said, I'm working on it. Oops. It's not 250 remaining. So we're going to do 2038 minus 250. That leaves us 1788. So 1788. And we're going to move down here to my expenses and my bills. So my mortgage and HOA, I do split it in half. My mortgage includes my home insurance, and it includes my taxes, my real estate taxes. So along with the HOA, I do put $1,118 aside every paycheck. So this is the second half of April. So this will be good to go on May 1st. I will make the payment for the mortgage and the HOA. My HOA is about, I think it's $76 a year right now. It started at like 68 or 69 when I first moved here. So it has gone up little by little every year, but that's okay. Being in an HOA definitely has its pros and its cons. All right, moving on to my subscriptions. So my subscriptions for this half of the month is about $49. I have about a little bit less than $100 in subscriptions. I am working on getting some of those down. That is the main place where I've gotten some great ideas, especially with my Microsoft and actually Microsoft is over here, but you guys know what I mean. You have given me some amazing ideas. The biggest change or help, I should say, in this paycheck is my car insurance. For this paycheck is only $52. It is not going to be $52 every month. It is going to be, I think it's about $125. My car insurance for the company I was using had gotten up to $235 a month for one car, just me. I have a good driving record. I've been insured forever by the same company, and it was just climbing and climbing. It was a big name company, but I switched to another big name company, and it's going to be about $125 a month. This was just for the first month, and I'm super excited about it because that was part of my problem, struggling. All these bills were going up, and that car insurance was really kicking my butt. Now, I am wondering if my mortgage might go up a little bit because I do have the other company still for my home insurance, but I might be switching for that as well. So especially if it does go up because I don't have the car and home discount. So I will be checking into that too. But right now my homeowner's insurance is really a decent rate in this 1118. Moving on to ADT, I do pay ADT monthly. That is $71. My electric bill, I actually haven't gotten it yet, but it's usually about $150. It might be a little bit less because we definitely haven't been running the AC, and the heat hasn't been kicking on too much in the last month, so it should be okay. And then gas for my car, because my daughter is coming in town. I'll have to take a couple runs to the airport. I'm going to make that 50 for this paycheck. 30 worked out good last paycheck, but we're going to make it 50 just because I know I'm going to be doing a little bit more driving. So we are going to total this up and see what we have left over. So this gives me $1,490. And we're going to take that from the $1,788. That leaves me $298. That is not a lot of money left over for everything else. All right, so we're going to probably do the same as what we did last. Yep, we're going to just do it because that'll leave us $190. Yeah. We're going to do $100 for food. And I would imagine we'll be with my parents this weekend. My parents usually pay for any dining out we do, so I don't really have to worry about that. I will say that I think I mentioned this before. Autumn, my mom sent Autumn a gift card for McDonald's, not a gift card, $20 to go to McDonald's. And last week, Autumn actually treated me to McDonald's. Now I used my bonus points to get my sandwich, so really she paid for my fries, but she did. She used her own money, bought her meal. She likes the fish sandwich because she doesn't eat red meat. Miscellaneous none of these are going to get anything. We're not going to give anything to any of these other categories. We are just going to do $100 in my wallet again, and that will leave us $198. And I think, I don't think anything's going to get anything except for my dated binder. All right, these are the categories in my dated binder, and these are ones that are either quarterly, yearly, or bi-monthly that I need to make sure they're taken care of all the time. Right now, I do have a landscaper. He basically just cuts and edges my lawn, and it's about $45 each time he comes. We are going to add another $45 today. Garbage is quarterly, and this was one of the bills that really skyrocketed, and it is going to be $35 a paycheck, so we're going to add $35 here to get it ready for the next quarter. Butcher box, we are going to add $25, and I am splitting the subscription with my sister, so it is going to really help me to save that amount. and Grove. Grove is where I get all my cleaning products, my hand soaps, my hand lotions, my I like Mrs. Meyer's, and I get them at a discounted rate through Grove Collaborative. So that is really only $20 a month. And I really do not buy much at the store as far as cleaning products. I get them all through Grove, along with like home air fresheners. I get mosquito candles, like ant traps. There's so many things that they offer that are clean and green, and I don't think that $20 a month is a whole lot for all of what I get. All right, moving on to MK. This is for all my my face wash, my moisturizer, things like that, all my skincare stuff. I order yearly, and that is about $13 a paycheck. Car tags is $7 a paycheck, and that won't be due until February. This is one that I really, I'm cutting it close on getting this taken care of before it is due again, but I know that Tara mentioned and somebody else mentioned Microsoft and Amazon Prime, both of those, to try and get the student discount through Helena. I am going to try and do that. If we can get that done, that could save me a whole lot. Microsoft is due in May, and then Amazon Prime in August. And I do pay the yearly fee for both. I'm going to try and do the yearly fee on anything that I can, save up for it, and just take it out of my monthly budget completely. And obviously I'm still paying for it monthly in a way, but I don't have to worry about it deducting from my account monthly, if that makes sense. So Amazon Prime is $6 a paycheck. School fees, I think I really put this total pretty high, but then again, Autumn will be graduating 8th grade, so I'm sure there's fees as far for graduation, things like that. We are going to do $21 a paycheck for this, and I'm not even close to saving up for this, but also they did offer a good payment plan last year, and somebody mentioned maybe check to see if there's any reduced fees, things like that. I will check. I don't usually qualify, but I will definitely be looking into it. Swim fees, and this is for fall winter swim. We are trying to save up for summer swim. I will say that as far as summer swim and sailing, for sailing team, she got a full scholarship, so that will be completely free this summer, which is super exciting. So I'm super proud of her for that. So we do have to cover swim and regular sailing, maybe with some help from her aunts and uncles, but we will see. Identity theft protection is $7 a paycheck. Somebody mentioned to possibly stop or put a hold on my credit. I think there's a way to do that, and if I can do that, I might, and then just skip this until I feel like I can release that hold. I'm going to look into that. All right, and the Carb Manager is an app. It's less than $40 a year, but we're going to save up at least $40, and I like to use that app when I am tracking my carbs and eating healthy and all that good stuff. So this should total, I think it's going to total $197. So we have an extra $1. I'm going to put it to school fees. Maybe I should put it to swim, but I'm going to put it to school fees because it's behind. So we're going to put 22 in there. This should make what I had left, which was $198. So let's see. Yes, $198, which is exactly what we had left. I'm not getting to any of the other binders. So obviously I'm not getting to the revolving long-term savings, new home, or Harry Potter, which is our vacation binder, but that's okay. We are doing what we can do this month of April. I'm really hoping that in May, our back pay isn't going to show up yet. I did talk about that in the last video, but our new salaries should be reflective in May's first paycheck of May. So we will see, fingers crossed on that. So this should be going up without adding overtime. So that would be really nice. And then if I ever get any extra income, if I'm blessed with a YouTube income, that's when I'll try and hit these. So the total in the sinking funds was $198, which leaves us nothing remaining. I feel like this was a super chatty video, but I needed to address a couple things. And again, I appreciate so much to hear suggestions and ideas from you guys of ways for me to save money. Even if I don't use your suggestion or your idea, I want you to know that I am super grateful that you take the time to leave a comment and give me that idea. You know, I love constructive criticism. I can take it, and it is all of that feeds me and keeps me going. Like I said, this is my budget. This is my money. I work hard for my money, so I'm going to do what I feel is best for it. But I do appreciate the feedback when it's positive, encouraging, and constructive. And like I said, as far as my savings challenges, I get that paycheck, or I get that income. It's not a paycheck. That income twice a month, not bi-weekly or anything. It comes 2 times a month, which is why I said in May there's 5 weekends. Since I'm using that for savings challenges, it's going to drop down the amount of my savings challenge money to a little bit less than what I usually put into savings challenges. So savings challenges is another way that I will be funding some of these categories. Like I said, if you're not comfortable with me saying I'm using my child support money for savings challenges, then just think of it as that money is going in here and I'm taking that $650 out of my own income and using it for savings challenges. There's no difference, really. I think that's about it. So I'm going to go get the cash, and I will see you guys in my next video. You guys take care. Have a blessed day.